Very much, Aidan. Great stuff. Okay, now going over to the other side of the pond yet again, and to Canada, and a gentleman that we haven't seen for an awful long time. So it's a big Open Mic Magic Wednesday night. Welcome back to Dr. Michael Likey. Hi there, Michael.
Thank you so much, Kevin, for having me back this time. I intend to have more frequent appearances on the show. Took a bit of a break, and I don't need my leg either. I would love to have someone assist me in this experiment, if you will. As some of you out there may know, I indulge in experiments of the mind, and we try to determine, is it our imagination? Is it something more? I believe I have an ally in our audience in the paranormal. Perhaps there are more allies in Michael Kelly. Is Michael Kelly present? And would you mind assisting me in this? And there's Michael.
By all
Awesome.
means.
How are you, Michael?
I am very well, thank you. I've been
You're
busy
looking very
too,
well.
but glad to be here.
Great. I'm so glad that you'll be assisting me somewhat in this experiment. It is purely an experiment. I love working with children's slates, and this time will be no exception. I love slates for the fact that, well, they're very clean and very visual. There's no mistaking what image or images may be on a slate. Simply because things like chalk, the whiteness of the chalk, or maybe it's yellow, it shows up very, very clearly against the black. And that also helps, if you will, our imagination to visualize something very, very, well, we'll move this a bit closer so you can see this. Something a little bit obvious against the black. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to ask you, Michael, to focus on someone who is no longer physically with us. It may be an aunt, an uncle, it may be a partner of some sort, but someone who meant a lot to you. And in your mind's eye, I want you, if you will, to see them almost smile. Not in necessarily an approving manner, but in a manner that suggests they're doing well, they're happy, and they're maybe even around you and I right now. Who knows? We're going to find out. Going to wave both my hands, if you will. I'm going to move them over the slates. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to ask you, if you will, purely using your intuition and visualizing as well that dearly departed. Can you see them right now in your mind's eye?
Yeah.
Excellent. Going to move my hands down, and I'd like you at once to say which number, 1, 2, 3, or 4, that I should lower my hands down onto.
Number 3.
Number 3. And is there one other slate?
Number 2.
Number 2. And we've prearranged nothing, Michael. I
No,
need
we
you
haven't.
to express that to everybody. He had no clue what I was about to do. We'll discard because we no longer need those 2 other slates. I'm going to ask you, if you will, to continue focusing on that person. Feel the warmth of their smile, if you will. If you can, even picture their eyes, for the eyes are the windows to the soul. And perhaps there's even a sparkle in their eyes, even though they're not physically with us right now. With your permission, Michael, I'm going to separate these 2 little school slates, these children's slates. Is it all right that I do this at this moment?
Yes, please.
Written now on only one is a message for you. Thank you so much, Michael, and thank you to the rest of you as well for putting up with me.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Oh, spooky stuff. Thank you, Dr. Michael. And we look forward to seeing you a little bit more on our show. It's great to have you. Great to have you.